Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on new stories. Chapter 42. Mafia. She loved a man with bloody hands. Olivia woke up in a panic attack. Her whole body was shaking as she looked around. Where was she? What happened? Then her gaze fell on the man beside her. He had his arm around her waist and was sleeping peacefully, or at least he would be if there wasn't blood staining the pillowcase under his head. Olivia screamed, then slapped him hard. What did I do? The man beside her groaned and turned over, revealing a handsome face, with a cruel set of eyes. Those were definitely not friendly eyes. They were cold and ruthless. A shiver ran down Olivia's spine. Who was this man? Why did he have blood on him? And why did she feel like she was in danger? It took a while for the memories to come back. She remembered now. This was Leo, the leader of the Black Hand Mafia. She had met him in an antique shop where he had saved her from a group of thugs. But then they had gone to his place, and she had passed out after drinking some wine. Had he drugged her? Is that why she had no memory of what happened after they left the shop? She tried to get away, but he wouldn't let her leave until she remembered who she was. Tell me who I am. His voice was deep and dangerous. I don't want to hurt you, but I need you to remember who you are. Olivia shook her head. I don't know who you are. I don't know anything. She didn't dare move away from him. In her panicked state, she noticed a gun on the nightstand beside their bed. Maybe she could grab it and make a run for it if he wasn't paying attention. Leo seemed to read her mind. You're not going anywhere, he said, standing up and blocking the exit. Can't leave until you remember. He moved closer and crouched beside her. Olivia, it's me, Leo. Do you remember? She closed her eyes, trying to focus on his face. His eyes were intense and unwavering, and for a moment, she felt a strange sense of familiarity. It was like she had known him forever. But then just as quickly, the feeling was gone. He reached out and gently touched her cheek. I know it's a lot to take in, but you need to trust me. I'm here to help you. His voice was softer now, almost a whisper. It was clear that he cared about her, but she couldn't shake off the feeling that something wasn't right. There was a darkness in his eyes that she couldn't quite put her finger on, and the blood on the pillowcase kept reminding her of his violent side. She tried to sit up, but her head pounded and everything seemed to be moving in slow motion. Easy there, Leo said, helping her up. You must be exhausted. Let me get you some water. He went to the kitchen to get her a glass of water. While she stood frozen in the middle of the room, she was scared, confused, and with a pounding headache. Ash! What had happened to her? Who was this man, and why did she feel like she had known him before? Suddenly, she heard a crash from the kitchen followed by a loud bang. Leo, is everything okay? She called out, her voice trembling. There was silence for a moment, and then she heard him again. Everything's fine, Olivia. Just come here and drink your water. But his voice didn't sound fine. It was strained and tense. Something was definitely wrong. Taking a deep breath, she walked slowly to the kitchen, each step echoing in the silence. As she rounded the corner, she saw Leo slumped over the counter, clutching his stomach. The glass of water had fallen to the floor, shattering into 1,000 pieces. Leo, what happened? She asked, rushing to his side. She reached out to touch him, but he flinched away as if he had been burned. Don't touch me, he whispered. Stay away from me. His eyes were filled with pain and fear. Olivia stumbled back, shocked by his reaction, but I just wanted to help. She felt tears prickling her eyes. Why was he acting like this? Did he have the flu? Maybe she should call an ambulance. No, he would never let her do that. She knew it. He looked up at her, his eyes pleading. Please, Olivia, I need your help. You have to trust me. He was sweating and his breathing was shallow. Of course I want to help you, but I need you to tell me what's wrong. He hesitated for a moment, then whispered, I'm dying. The words hung in the air between them, heavy and final. Olivia felt her heart break. She reached out and touched his arm again, and this time he didn't pull away. I don't want you to die, she whispered. She had no idea how she felt about this man, but she couldn't bear to see him in so much pain. A ghost of a smile touched Leo's lips. Thank you, Olivia. I knew you would understand. He closed his eyes as if in pain. I need you to do something for me. His voice was weak and raspy. Anything, she whispered. Just tell me what to do. I want you to take this, he said, pressing something into her hand. She opened her palm and saw a small leather pouch. What is this? My life force, he he whispered. Take this and rub it on your skin. It will heal you. He coughed violently, his face turning pale. But what about you? I'll be gone, he whispered. I'm sorry, Olivia, but I never told you my last name. It's Blackthorn. With that, his eyes lost their focus, and his head slumped forward, collapsing onto the counter. Olivia stared at him in disbelief. What had he just asked her to do? Take his life force? Was he serious? But maybe he was right. The alternative was that she watched him die in front of her, which she didn't want to do. Taking a deep breath, she closed her eyes and rubbed the leather pouch all over her arms. It felt warm and tingly, and she could feel her energy returning. Quickly, she opened her eyes and looked at Leo. His skin was now gray and lifeless. As she touched his cheek, she felt tears streaming down her face. I'm so sorry, Leo, she whispered. He was dead. She had just absorbed his life force, and now he was gone. Suddenly, the room started spinning, and she felt weak and dizzy. What had she just done? Why had she agreed to take his life force? Was this what it meant to be a part of the Black Hand Mafia? When she finally regained her senses, she found herself lying on the floor. The room was dark and silent, and she couldn't remember how she got there. What had happened? She struggled to sit up, and that's when she saw it. On the nightstand beside the bed, there was a note written in Leo's handwriting. Olivia, if you're reading this, it means I'm dead. I'm sorry, but I had no other choice. You will now become the new leader of the Black Hand Mafia. Olivia stared at the note, her mind racing. What had he just said? She was the new leader of the Mafia. But she didn't want to be a part of this. She just wanted to live her normal life. Then she noticed something else. The leather pouch was gone. She looked down at her arms and saw that they were covered in strange markings. They looked like tattoos, but they weren't. They were symbols of power and authority. Symbols of the Black Hand Mafia. Olivia screamed, then fainted. If you want to support the channel, please consider becoming a member. Your support will help us to keep creating great content. Thanks for watching. See you next time.